Good evening. My name is Paul Masami, and I will be representing the Rhode Land Trust. In brief, the draft permit that you submitted is out of date, uses old AirMac and RMOD modeling calculations. The draft permit doesn't use existing authority you already have, doesn't mention smokestack height in the draft permit, uses outdated regional haze rules and regulations, does not include smokestack exit temperature and the relationship between that temperature and emissions, uses outdated, outmoded selective catalytic reduction, or SCR standards based in 1997 and the year 2000. There is no discussion on unburned hydrocarbons and fails miserably to recognize the cumulative impacts of deforestation, habitat destruction, construction operation maintenance of the nearly 40 other associated projects along with the Invenergy project. Let me be specific, and these are not in any particular order. Number one, the General Electric H7HA.02 turbine sucks an air at the rate of about, that would fill a Goodyear plinth in 10 seconds. Those that live in the east side of Providence, Warren, Bristol, Riverside, East Providence, here's what's coming your way. Particulates, you know that stuff that causes asthma? Nearly 9,000 gallon pool trucks worth. 745 pounds of lead will fall on your kids' breakfast, resulting in lessening of IQ points, turning your above average kids into average kids. You have the authority, Rhode Island has the authority to use the EC4 Science and Technical Advisory Committee for evaluating policies and programs supported by the best available science and technical information. You have that authority to use that agency. You don't. It's a multidisciplined, multi-state agency, duly authorized for board input into this air permit. You didn't do so. You should. The permit fails to incorporate the height of 2 smokestacks or the heat coming out of each of these smokestacks. It is well within your authority to review and comment on the stack height and the amount of heat coming out of these smokestacks. Invenergy's own air permit application states that the smokestacks will spew heat in the neighborhood of anywhere between 207 degrees Fahrenheit to 875 degrees Fahrenheit each minute of each hour, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 360 days a year. Tell me why is that reasonable? Yet there is no mention of heat coming out of those smokestacks. Please include it in your next draft. Page 15 of your report uses the AMS EPA Regulatory Model Improvement Committee AirMod model version 15181. The latest model version is AirMod version 18081. I would like you to recalculate the output using this version. There's a map here that I will use a little bit later, but here's what my recommendations are. You did your job. You put out the draft. Now get rid of it.
Thank you, Mr. Rousseau.
And use something else. Thank you. Greetings again, Paul Maselli, Rhode Land Trust. And I'll be speaking on behalf of the Rhode Land Trust. I'd like to continue a little bit from where I left off and talk about one other aspect of the power plant that is not mentioned within the context of the draft permit that you submitted. There is no mention of the heat and toxins coming out of each of the smokestacks. Let me say that again. There is no mention of the force of the heat and toxins coming out of each of these smokestacks. Invenergy states in their application that the force of these turbines is 872,600 actual cubic feet per minute. Are you listening? Do you hear that number? Who in their right mind would allow heat, water vapor, CO2, carbon monoxide, and lead to be coming out at a rate like that? The Rhode Land Trust is a non-profit private land trust in the town of Rhode. Our mission is to preserve and protect the rural character of the town of Rhode through education, acquisition, and advocacy. Take a look at the map I have here. The land trust and the state and municipal government have all selected multiple sites in the area for preservation. We don't do it based on whim or whimsy. We do it based on science, on actual need for that particular area. As you see, all the land surrounding the proposed Invenergy project, all of this is Rhode Land Trust land. All of this is state-owned land. Thousands and thousands of acres, millions of dollars have been spent by the state, the town, the land trust, and 10 years of my life on acquiring property that is vital for the flourishing of a host of species, for the preservation of clean air, your responsibility, and clean drinking water. So my recommendation again is you did your job. But even more importantly, you came into this line of work not out of fear, but for the love of doing something good, something you believe in. You came here for a better life for all that live here, a chance to learn anew every time you step in the woods or a boat or cast a line or a net, looking for the wonder all around us. Get back that feeling that you had long ago and take that permit that you've drafted and throw it away and come up with something better. Thank you again for your time. Thank you very much. Paul Rosselli speaking for Master. So the permit that you've submitted seems to be the majority report. And that's going to be the one voice we hear. What I would like to hear also is the minority report. What is the one thing that people are thinking about, writing about, emailing back and forth, but doesn't get into the final document? That, I think, is important to all of us to know. Because that one voice is going to leave out a lot of other information, a lot of facts, a lot of other opinions that can be pertinent, maybe not for this one, but for the next one. So I would implore you to find out or to find some way of incorporating that minority report. And that's where I think that council, that STAB, the Scientific Technical Advisory Board, or part of the EC4, the Environmental Climate Change Coordinating Council, can be both advantageous as well as pertinent and necessary for this type of process.